Friday, I guess it's officially the weekend. Heading out to State College. Gonna donate. It's the second time this week, so I'll get like $60. I figure I could save money and actually get more money by going to Altoona, but this gives me a chance to pick up some stuff out here, food-wise. Plus, it's the second day of the week, so I get a higher, payout. So I'll end up getting, for the 2 days, I guess, I think I got $70 last time. And this time will be like, I don't know, 65 or something like that, $60. Anyway. And I was up early, figured go out and get it over with. It's only 11:15. I'm already getting close to Tyrone. So. Another shitty fucking day weather-wise. Cold, cloudy, looks like it's gonna rain. I don't know why I'm even making the video other than I'm just bored and driving. I only have like 7 minutes of memory left. Gotta delete shit, I guess. I don't even know what the fuck's taking up so much space, but gotta watch this road because the cops sitting coming out of Altoona. Never know. Trying to keep my speed at a level that's not gonna get me fucking ticket. But we'll set the cruise control. That's how we do it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what videos you watch, what videos you don't. I made a video and I left you messages about Rosie and how that really bothered me. That when I really thought about it, the fact that you didn't, call me ahead of time and tell me she was getting the surgery. I know you mentioned about it and said you were going to do it. I guess that was the notice you felt you needed to tell me or give me, or was enough notice. It just would have been nice if you'd have called the day before and said she's having the surgery tomorrow. I could have put her in my prayers a little more, and maybe you could have said, do you want to come see her? And but you didn't do that, and what bothers me most about the fact that you didn't do it, because obviously everything worked out and she's fine. But what bothers me most about it is that if you didn't reach out to me then, when she's going into a major surgery, when would you reach out to me? You really wouldn't, would you? If something happened to Buddy, you wouldn't call me. And the idea of you calling me to just randomly walk the dogs looks like pretty much zero. Oh, it's a beautiful day, and I was wondering if you wanted to meet at Canoe Creek and walk the dogs for a couple hours. What's the chances of you doing that? Everything that's happened over the last 3 months, and now with the culmination of how you handled Rosie's surgery tells me that the likelihood of you ever calling me to walk the dogs is pretty much zero. Now, let's be fucking honest and real about it. If you and Loverboy, when he dumps your ass, yeah, maybe that's when he'll call. When you're lying at home like the third or fourth day in and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I, fucked up and, over some young dick, But he'll probably hold on to you. That's why you're getting tighter now, because he knew you were getting your money. And, he didn't have nothing to do with you over fucking Christmas. He even said to me barely, that I got you a lot more than anybody ever did. So apparently he didn't spend much on you on Christmas, now did he? So, but now I bet you he's right up your fucking asshole, because you got your nice little, whatever it was, $100,000 check sitting in the bank, and he wants to milk every fucking dime out of you. Guarantee you. And your dumb ass is just sitting there going, oh, I get to fuck a 30-year-old and I feel so pretty because of it. And then when the nights you're not at his house, you can bet there's somebody else coming to his house. And I know that time is whittling away too, because it seems to me like you're spending all your afternoons there now too. You're either spending them there or you're spending them at the stables with the horse. One of the two, because I don't think you're home anymore. I think that's partly why you stopped using YouTube, because you knew what you were starting to do and what your plan was, and you didn't want me to know and recognize that you're not ever home anymore. But, there are other ways to figure that out just by looking at things in the car. And, first of all, that car just sitting there all day long, that doesn't mean you're home. That means you're not home, because you ain't sitting in that fucking house. You didn't sit in that house when we lived there. You wouldn't sit in that house all afternoon. It drove you fucking crazy. So you ain't sitting in that house all afternoon now with no man sitting there to hang out with. You couldn't even hang out with me in that fucking house for more than a few hours without, I gotta go, we gotta do something, let's do something, I can't stand being here. No, you never could. You never could stand being there. So don't sit here and tell me now suddenly, oh, you're home from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not fucking stupid. I know you. And that's partly why you and I can't work anymore, is because I know you. I know the real you. And the real you is not who you portray to everybody else. I know all your little, I don't know all your, I'm sure you have lots of skeletons in your closet that I don't have a fucking, I could say I have a clue about, but that I don't know the details about. Multiple guys that I said, I'm sure I could count 5 black guys that I can figure out just from, seeing them on your page and knowing stories about them and that I saw you talking to. But I bet you there's another, if I know 5, there's probably a dozen more that I don't know of. I'd bet even more than that maybe. And some freaky shit and some, who knows, those parties you went to in the summer of 2020, you may have been getting banged out by multiple guys, getting a train run on you for all I fucking know. Friendsgiving may have been more about train giving. Anyway, and you can't have me in your life when I know that. I mean, you want to fucking pretend that you're, Mother Teresa or some shit, and you ain't. You fucking ain't even close. Well, take it easy. It's gonna die.